Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we are playing Hand Disrupt or Destruction. We obviously on the low end have the Duress. We got 4 copies of that. We have a lot of different removal here because we want to keep the board as clear as we can. 0 point Ballad, which is a great spell that you can actually increase as the game goes on, so it's just not a dead spell. Works great early on as well as later in the game. Some more removal or hand destruction, as I call it. Bandit's talent. Bitter triumph for removing creatures and planeswalkers. More hand disruption with the deep cavern bats. Removal with shoot the sheriff. Strategic betrayal to get rid of graveyards as well. Big creature Sunset Saboteur. If you're able to get rid of all their creatures, this guy can pretty much go in unaffected by one giving anything 1/1 because they don't have anything on the board. Very handy for that. We have a one of. This is a fun of, as I call it, for playing on creatures. Get to pull out some interesting creatures sometimes out of people's decks. I want to see if we can do that during this matchup. Battlecruiser. This is kind of the big bad boy when it comes to discarding. It really is not hard to get up to that 8+ for the attacking, especially when you got like your acolytes and their regents. You can get there pretty fast and start forcing some discards. Plus, you have your other options that pop up later that you can still force them to do discards. Obviously, you got your sweeper here as well with deadly cover up, comes in handy to remove any pesky things. Card draw, unholy annex, that is a big one for you to get anything. And another set of fun cards here, Virtue of Persistence. We got 2 copies. Obviously, we can use it for early removal, but then you also can play it late game to really pull out those threats and beat up on your opponents. Uh, Enjoy the games. We'll do a recap after it. If you do like the video, please subscribe. I'll continue putting these out. I put out a video almost every day, so I appreciate you watching. Thanks. All right, opponent goes first. They got land, got the bats, got some removal. We'll keep it. A little bit of draw. I always like to see the unholy early. Like to draw into a land or a duress. Land most likely. You almost want your discard stuff later, which is kind of interesting when you can get battle cruisers out. Well, this is going to get out of hand pretty quick. We're going to let them cast their next hair. Well, that's interesting. And he's going to cast a hair. We will shoot the other one. I do want to draw into land and our sweeper because that's going to be huge in this matchup. What is going on here? No 3 cards, then return an instant or sorcery. And interesting. What are they doing? I don't think I've seen this deck before. Oh, okay, so they're going to bring the past, which isn't that big of a deal. Or raise the past. Because I do have a sweeper. Plus I can do this. Let's just do that. That'll be kind of funny. And they scoop it up. All right, let's take a look at this hand. We got 2 land, duress, bitter triumph, cover up, a lot of good removal. We'll keep it. All right, we're going to duress right off the bat. All right, we got a landfall deck here. They're going to drop a Chocobo, followed up by the Lockhart. So we're going to first drop this. We can get rid of the Chocobo. We want to draw under our land, but we're going to be removing that Lockhart if we... yeah. We're going to take the damage. We don't want to discard anything right now. We want to get into our land so we can do a sweep. So that's fine. He's going to pump that quite a bit next turn with the Druid. So we're going to be taking 5 damage next turn. Nope. We're going to be taking 7 damage next turn. So we're going to be down to 10. Gonna drop it. He didn't. Interesting. We're gonna drop this just for a blocker. Because I have a feeling he's gonna drop something else because he wants to get a little protection in there. We do have to be conscious that we're dealing damage to ourselves. Yeah, it wouldn't be too good if he removed that. Ooh. I'll be down to 3 life. That hurts. Well, we have to kill it all off, so we're going to have to take 2 more damage this turn. There's nothing else we can really do. We have to get that demon down. That kind of ties us for this turn as well. I'm enticed by this. We'll see what they have in their hand. If it's land, I'll be pretty pumped. Don't think it will be. Interesting. single land. So we can kill that off, actually. If we want to. Might as well take care of it. Does kill our creature, but that's okay. I have no problem with that. Leaves them with nothing but land. They're on top deck mode at this point. We're going to start taking creatures out of their... Yeah. Good game. All right. Black hand destruction. What do we got here? We got duress. We got some stuff to kill off early ones. Sunset Saboteur, draw. We'll keep that. See what they're playing with. Ooh. That can get unwieldy pretty quick, but so can this. Never counter, draw a card. Ooh. That's a nasty combo. They don't have any blacks, so let's go with this first. Especially because they got the chocobo they're going to be dropping. We'll discourage them from attacking. Try to get them to pump as much as they can into this chocobo. Oh, they got their black, unfortunately. Well, we're going to want to draw into something. Fortunately, we're going to give them a chance to gain some life, or I mean gain a card. I'm okay with the trade, I just want to get that off the board. I mean, we knew that they had that, so that is okay. We are going to pay 3 life. We'll keep this up for their bristle. Trigger it now so that he doesn't... Actually, hold on here. We're going to discard a card. We'll discard a land to it. We do have lifelink here, so maybe that's an option. Let's get that on the board. Next turn we can get our demon out. Ooh, can I do it for 3? Yes, I can. That clears their board. Gives us 1 life gain. Get a creature out of it. Take 2 damage, but I think that was a pretty good turn for us. That's fine. That's unfortunate. And their hand is empty. Alright, well, let's just get our guy out here so we stop losing life. We'll actually gain a little. They don't have a hand to play, so we're good with that. Of course, we get another duress at this point. Okay, scoop it up. All right, let's look at our hand. 3 land. A little bit of removal, hand destruction. Yeah, or disruption, I should say. Do our tap land first. Cavern Bats or Duress? Let's be mana efficient about it. Alright, we're going to probably take that with the Duress. Get rid of their removal. We'll actually work up. Okay, they're going to do a tap land, so it's going to take them a little bit, but. Ooh. That's going to eat up a land, most likely, but that's not a bad thing. Just in case. I want to get rid of that first. We do have removal for both of those creatures. And he played them in the right order, too. Go to the next level. Cast a card, they'll start taking damage. Perfect. Two more land, we can get that. I might just turn this on, to be honest with you, next. Keep dropping the land, that's okay. He's going to do the demolition field. Or the fountain port. Ain't a whole lot I can do with that, that's fine. Ooh. He's trying to race to it. He's got 5. I've got 6. We want to get that land as fast as possible. So let's go. There's only one creature in the graveyard. That's okay. Alright, we're going to have him burn that destruction on the Saboteur. He has to discard a card, though, actually, to do that. Do this. 1, 2, 3. Rid of his man land. He's down one more land for the get to the virtue. And we'll charge the station up. Might as well. Takes 2 damage. He can try to get rid of it, but he has to discard his hand. Well, that's nice. get rid of his removal. Can't cast it. You'd have to discard another card to do so. Yeah, we got him. All right, let's take a peek at this hand. We got our land. We got the hand disruption, removal, life gain. Pretty big in this deck. We will play it. See what they're working with. Look at this. Got a little bit of everything. What do we got for creatures? We got our cavern bats he can get rid of with the pinnacles. We kind of don't like that. It's got removal no matter what. So maybe we want to get rid of their worst removal or their best removal by... I don't want to keep the graveyard, so let's just remove that. Graveyard in a later turn I'm talking about. Because we knew we were going to play this. We know we're going to see some removal here next turn. Maybe we'll just make him use his pinnacle. Get rid of that early. Ooh, pinnacle would get rid of that as well. Oh, get a little life gain here. Fortunately, sitting on a couple ways to remove things. I'm actually going to cast this. See if they try to do anything. No. I'm going to get this going right away. That's okay. It is considered an artifact. So they can destroy it with this. Look at that. He's got something else in his hand. Alright, let's if I cast that, he's gonna play Pinnacle. We'll get that deadly cover up out of his hand. Oh, that's not that big a deal. Oh, you can do the removal. But he wasted 2 cards on. Alright. Now I'm tempted to throw this out because he doesn't have any creatures. Should I do that or... That he'll... We want him to cast that deadly cover up to remove something like this. Let's hope he does. Regardless, he'll be I actually might not even attack with this. Okay, there he goes. He casted it. Whatever he's going to drop, we're just going to get rid of anyways. Oh, we got rid of all the saboteurs. Okay. Let's get this out. He's going to have to cast the desist, which will destroy his artifact as well if he wants to do that. Either that or have another exercise. Now we're going to start getting our creatures out. I think we got rid of most of the removal, so... Even if he tries to do direct. Okay, that's fine. That's unfortunate. I sure hope he doesn't search for that. And he did. We're going to start getting rid of his hand here. Oof. At least we got the bitter triumph. We'll pay the 3 life. I'm actually going to destroy his demolition field first because he's going to go after my fallen sword. Destructible. We need to get the sacrifice. Okay, little activate creature. Well, that'll be nice. Ooh, that'll be a good one for next turn. Okay. Okay with me. Not the worst. Hoping he doesn't have any more enchantment removal. Of course he does. That's all the guy has is enchantment removal. How many did he cast? Wow. And I can remove his creature, which is fine. You know what? Let's just take 3 damage. Let's get another one. That's not bad. So here, what do we got here? We got 9 mana. We need to spend 6 to kill that. We can draw. Let's do that. Draw. That works out pretty good. Rid of their creature. We'll get our 4/4. Wow. All right, well, now I'm not going to drop this because we're going to remove his stuff. If I do 6s more, return a creature card. Put into the graveyard this way, into the battlefield. Yeah, we're just going to do that next turn. He'll cast that. That's fine. Wow, that's a bummer. Oh, he grabbed the wrong card. Grab the wrong card. Let's see here. We only got to do 6, 7. Only give us 3. It doesn't really matter. That was huge. Get this out there. Come on. Do an attack. We'll be able to do a fish. We're getting back in this thing here. That's fine. We'll pull up something here. I'll attack. I'm gonna sacrifice just so we got something to play here. Ooh. Kind of pointless for what we need to do right now, but that's okay. Yeah, I figured he'd get rid of that eventually. That's okay, thin our deck down a little. I'm actually going to tap that, get that online. Just nothing to feed in the persistence, unfortunately. Look at this, we can duress them. I play a card, so it doesn't really matter. might just deck us here. The way this game's going. Oh, come on. All right, that's a great card to pull off the top. We'll be gaining life. They'll be eating it. It was right after they had another removal, so. That is fine. We are going to get our demon down. And they give it up. Good game. All right. That was some fun games. Obviously, it's always fun taking stuff out of people's hands and slowing them down. Really surprised by how useful the 0 point ballad was in this game, or in this deck. It is very useful. Um, it can scale well as well. I mean, you got your white weedy decks, your landfall decks that this is really a heavy hitter early on and can get rid of the board and sweep it really quickly when they get a lot of creatures out there. So it's very handy. So that was that's a big champ in this deck. I would put actually more in there. Expected more out of the Battlecruiser. Battlecruiser was a tough one to get online, especially with it being forecasting cost. And by the time you get it online, you didn't have a whole lot of hand removal or discard spells. So it was always a tough thing. Removal was focused right on these things. So when it did get the 8+ counters on there, a lot of times it was getting removed as fast as they could because they didn't want to do the discards. But all the sweepers, pretty fun. Obviously, Unholy Annex with all of the draws is a big one. I always love the Virtue of Persistence. This is a fun one. I think we should see this in more decks, just because it has a good early removal mixed with late game strategy. I think we're going to be seeing more and more of this in the future. Um, Soulstone Sanctuary is always a good one too. Helps with the demon, being a demon when you man it. We didn't have to use that in our games, but it's big for that. So hope you enjoyed the games. Please subscribe, and we'll see you later.